Saudi Arabia is putting $400 billion in projects up for bid, but American companies are getting just a tiny piece of this pie. Who's winning them? In an exclusive interview, I spoke with His Excellency Al-Dabbagh. He's governor of the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority.
Well, we have a big interest from China, from India, European countries like France, as well as neighboring countries.
What industries are those Chinese and Indian investors primarily interested in?
Mostly energy and energy-intensive industries, and downstream to petrochemicals like finished plastic products, energy-intensive industries like steel, fertilizers, glass, aluminum, and so forth and so on.
So these Chinese and Indian corporations are coming in and bidding on government contracts?
That's one area. We have in the tune of $400 billion worth of projects that are government funded. And these are the opportunities that multinationals as well as local companies are bidding on. But there are also other opportunities in the investment space in areas like energy, transportation, knowledge-based industries, where Saudi Arabia is providing a basket of incentives to attract foreign direct investments associated with know-how and technology transfer.
You know, Saudi Arabia is the biggest economy in the Middle East. It's booming in terms of natural resources. There's a lot of potential there, but the frustration has been how difficult it is to access the country, to set up and do business there, to even access the financial markets. So how do you change that as quickly as you'd like? What are you doing now?
Well, in late 2004, we introduced a very aggressive initiative that we capsulized in two numbers, 10 by 10. We said at the time that we'd like to be among the top 10 most competitive investment and business destinations in the world by the end of 2010. And since then, our ranking in the Ease of Doing Business report published by the IFC, the World Bank, has jumped to 67 in 05, to 38 in 06, to 23 in 07, to 16 in 08, to 13 in 09, and we are confident will join the club of the 10 most competitive investment and business climates in the world by September 2010.
When you look at the price of oil right now, you know, like it or not, Saudi Arabia still is very dependent on that. The economy isn't as diversified as you're trying to make it. So when you look at the price of oil right now, how does that impact your ability to spend on these kind of infrastructure programs that you're betting on?
Saudi Arabia has always played a role of a swing producer, trying to protect the interest of both consumers and producers. The Minister of Oil of Saudi has always said that our targeted price range is between $70 and $80, which is only fair for both producers and consumers. So it is not in the best interest.
That now.
Well, but it is not really in the best interest of Saudi to see oil prices skyrocketing north of $80, and we have always made sure that oil prices don't go that far, because it is not in the best interest of the consumers at the end of the day.
With the crisis that we're seeing in the Eurozone and the slowdown in the U.S., if oil is below $70 a barrel, are you saying that's not going to affect your ability to spend on these infrastructure programs?
Absolutely not.
They're still going to go through?
Absolutely, yes. We have committed to invest $400 billion within 5 years in upgrading and expanding the infrastructure projects, whether in the energy sector or transportation. We are allocating 25% of the government budget to education. Human resources is our #1 priority, and this is one of the biggest education budgets in the world. You would find very little countries that are going that far. 25% of its budget spent on human resources development.
Which companies are coming to do business in Saudi Arabia in the year ahead?
In the pharmaceutical field, we have Sanofi Aventis, we have Novartis, and others. In the plastics and downstream industries, we have a big project going on between Dow and Aramco. It's about $20 billion kind of a project in the east part of Saudi Arabia.